Cool.
Hello everybody.
Welcome to Tension Pulse. I'm Havoc Noah.
And I'm Trippin' Hobbit.
And yeah, I have no idea how to do an intro outside of that, so whoops.
I think we can probably start off by introducing our fighters today, right?
Yes.
So we have two matches lined up.
Yeah, so
introduce the first one.
Yeah, so first match we have ShinSin playing Answer versus LGOD, and LGOD is going to be playing Johnny here. And then our second match is going to be
hold
after
up.
that.
LGOD is just, he said it's his clan tag.
Oh.
He didn't say team
up.
response, or he said clan tag. But yeah, just call him S. Or Xavier is fine too.
Okay, I misread that thing. So, okay, X or Xavier. And then we have the second match, which will be Mystic Baiken, and that is against B.Z.B, who will be playing Chipp. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite excited for both matches. I'd really like to see some good stuff from ShinSin and X. Though I haven't seen X play, I really like to see how this matchup plays out. I don't know a whole lot about how Answer deals with Johnny's strong tools, and I think this will be a good showcase of, how, I guess, what people generally consider a weak character can deal with, a relatively stronger character like Johnny, who has much more maybe consistent tools.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see here also, just because, like, the amount of the amount of Answer players really isn't that many in both America and Japan, so just having a pretty good set to just showcase Answer against any character is pretty good to show off just what he can do and how other characters can respond.
For sure. And I'm definitely really excited for the second match as well. So I'm really good friends with B.Z.B. That's like a personal thing, so I'm gonna try not to be too biased. I also
talk mad shit about.
Oh yeah.
Over here?
Total mad shit. No. I played Mystic quite a bit at Siotaku. He's a really nice guy. I had a lot of fun playing against him, and I think he's very strong. B.Z.B, I actually watched some of Mystic's and B.Z.B's matches. He played a little bit at Siotaku. I watched him play, and B.Z.B didn't really know how to deal with Baiken's tools. I think he was a little flustered in the casual matches that I saw him play. I'm curious to see if he's labbed some new stuff. I think it's mostly he just sort of like Mystic seems really comfortable in situations where the opponent's just sort of guessing, or they're kind of unsure of themselves. He's very good at taking advantage of that kind of mindset, right? If somebody isn't sure about their option, Mystic's he goes in. He's whatever, man. And against Chipp, it's sort of you make one or two strong reads against your opponent's mental state. If he hits them with that stab follow up from the Azami, on counter hit, that thing you get fat combo.
Yeah.
So if he gets, some kind of situation to a big Azami hit, it's a combo. He does a ton. Baiken does a lot of damage. Quite rough.
But yeah, so first match is gonna be Xavier and ShinSin here. So Johnny and Answer. So I think the one thing that Answer particularly has to worry about in higher levels, and I was talking to you this before, was just I'm curious of how easy it is to react to Answer setting scrolls in neutral just with level 2 or 3 misfiner, because that punish is going to lead to huge corner carry and damage just pretty much anywhere on the screen. It's easy to react.
And especially too, once Johnny has level 2 or level 3 misfiner, then suddenly the threat of just ShinSin might be trying to go for card, or if he's trying to make space, he's not gonna go in, like he's backdashing or something like that, gives Johnny a chance to really like just kind of force his way in and set up like good pressure situations and get ShinSin close to the corner. So if he tries to space out once X manages to get his levels, it might be really hard for him.
Yeah, and we are having the first match start now, so gotta wait for these loading screens to go through.
Alright, here we go.
So yeah, ShinSin's on the left here, Xavier is on the right. Letting that intro rock.
This is the start of our first to 7, y'all. Hope you're excited. I am. I know I've been kind of sounding real quiet here, so gotta get. I got hype. check out this business ninja. This beautiful man. Look at that wry smile coming out from Johnny.
So I guess also what I'm interested in is like the round start options, because Johnny's round start options are pretty good. He has round start coin, round start like far slash 2S, and yeah, like round start far slash there. Also, wow, it just really accelerated on the thing here, but it didn't out.
Yeah, so
Xavier at level 2 misses the ID, but gets punished back in return. Gets thrown in the corner, misses the coin there and gets 2H instead. In the corner now, messes up the counter there. I'm not sure what that was actually supposed to be, and leaves Johnny at level 3. Looking okay for ShinSin at least, with Xavier popping that level 3 fighter.
ShinSin manages to hit him with that air throw there.
Yeah, Xavier's sitting on a lot of meter here too, and ShinSin does not have any meter or scroll down. That's a little 3 hit.
Yeah.
That combo drop.
X drops the combo. That's really unfortunate. So getting these in turn.
This is the meaty 2D, but gets the combo, gets scroll pressure going, gets a counter hit low on the whip kick.
Yeah, so I wonder what X chose to hit there. I don't think he expected the low, but I feel like he might have panicked and just went for a 5P.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was like the 6P was still active and it just happened to like the low hit him, or if the 6P fully whipped and he tried to hit something else.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
And Xavier gets a throw, that's gonna lead to a good combo.
Yeah, good combo, but ShinSin doesn't actually tech out. Ends up letting X pick up pressure again. I feel like that was a big mistake. He needs to be ready to tech out if X is gonna drop combo like that.
Yeah. Gets the super jump ID loop.
Yeah, gets the good combo. Doesn't finish it though, but X gets reset.
Yeah. That's gonna lead to
Tech
point.
forward to H. Allows X to escape that bad situation.
Yeah, ShinSin with corner now. Teleports in front of him and is just gonna get punished for that.
Okay, so X evens it up with ShinSin.
Yeah, so just the first round here. Both of them have burst full. And Xavier's gonna get started off, drops the combo, hits fixation level 2. ShinSin's probably not gonna see another burst after that. Gets some pressure going.
Okay, he gets to the hit, he's +1, manages to continue pressure. X not really respecting it, tried to mash out of that 5P.
Yeah, that was a really good trade there earlier too. But now it's looking a little bit like it's Xavier's turn, get some 2H going. Backdash out of the...
Backdash. His backdash is very strong, it seems. I don't know a whole lot about the frames on it, but that was a very excellent use. He didn't even need YRC or anything. Look at that space.
Counter hit on the up roll, burst out.
That was wonderful spacing from ShinSin.
Oh wow, he uses the low to go under the mid-spiner there and teleports out. I'm amazed.
Well, actually, that was, we were talking about this just before we started airing. There's like a lot of invuln on the low option, like after it starts up. Like it takes about 8 frames, but once that move is going, it's fully invuln when he does that, like that when you see that smoke pop. So he actually went totally invuln through that misfiner level 2. Was it level 1? In any case, he went through it with the invuln. That was a really smart. I think that was a really smart decision from ShinSin.
Yeah. ShinSin got hit by that 2D there. I'm amazed he actually went for anything. Like he just came out swinging after the rest show, just because it's -1 on block there.
Good conversion from ShinSin and gets the knockdown. Nice.
Yeah.
He doesn't screw up this time. Good frame trap. Goes for the
6H. Gets the
Nice.
burst as well there.
Is the 6H high?
Oh, the 6H is a mid. It's just off the ground. So, and that is going to be the first round here in the second game for ShinSin.
Yeah, that was very fast. I think ShinSin has been playing. I think his neutral adapted really quickly to the way the options that X is choosing to get in on him. So.
Yeah. Oh wow, gets the counter out. The Xavier at level 2 though, so ShinSin's gonna have to be aware of that and get put into the corner with that. Teleports again in front of him and just gets swung out. His risk gauge is really high, but just has to avoid getting hit. And that hit is probably gonna lead to death here if he can finish the combo.
Yeah, if he can finish it here, he should be dead.
Oh,
he drops it,
not
but
there, but yeah.
ShinSin hit buttons, gets hit by the 5K as he lands. That's okay.
Yeah.
So I think he needs to just like relax here. As long if he keeps focusing on the way that he's been spacing X, I think that he can really take control.
Oh wow, really good command grab reset in Super Jump IDs. He's gonna get a little bit of pressure off.
It's interesting that he chose to go for that business card. It looked like it hit OTG. I don't know why X didn't tech. He must have not been ready. Good conversion though. Oh no, he drops it in the last second.
It's all good. Gets a burst too, so both of them sitting on equal life, equal meter too. The only thing Xavier has is just burst above it. ShinSin spending a little bit of meter. Hits his backdash out with 6 speed, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Both of these characters have pretty great backdashes.
Yeah,
oh,
both of them
really
have pretty good speed too.
Dude.
Oh,
okay, this is really good for X right now. He has that Misfinder primed a bit.
Yeah, and both, well, he's one of the...
Oh, this should be it.
Oh,
wow. I think that was an auto. I think that was an...
No, that was a command throw.
That was command throw? Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay, I see.
Yeah, you can do that in the air, so,
That was, ShinSin feeling himself?
Yeah.
No, it's pretty sick. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that burst fate, but that was awesome.
Yo, it worked.
What
It's all good.
pretty sick way to end the round. That was really cool. So ShinSin's up 2 games now?
Yeah, so it's 2-0 for ShinSin, and Xavier got hit by the low there after the scroll follow-up. With the command grab, doesn't get punished out of it though, and Koinadu.
So he has level 2 misfighting here to knock down off of Say My Name.
Yeah.
What is it? That's My Name?
I actually forget the real name of it. I just always hear people say that's my name, but I know that isn't the real name of it.
I think he got up real close to him there, and I think he went for that delayed 6H debate throw, and I think it worked. That's what that counter hit happened right there.
Yeah.
Either that or ShinSin just got hit BZ. He chose to mash late, but that was very, very. I like that decision from X. It's a really good thing to feel out from an opponent, is whether or not they're willing to mash on wake up. You would be surprised how many people fall for such. Well, maybe not surprised. a lot of people do.
ShinSin getting the command grab now.
Yeah.
Gonna be set up 2 scrolls. Dodges that? Yeah, he went way too high for that. Oh, it's 5D. That's an unfortunate missed input there.
Yeah, I don't think he intended that.
Yeah.
Uses his plus strings on that the business card ninja to escape the corner there. I feel like X could have been maybe a little more ready to catch that air dash out, but.
Oh, gets the wire C scroll off and gets the super jump ID from that far. That's really good. OTG's back, passes Johnny's backdash with not info cards.
The business card ninja. I don't know. I don't know what else to call it. I don't know what the actual name is.
Oh, that unfortunate there for ShinSin. Drops the super jump ID and then Xavier just gold burst.
Oh, he ends up placing the scrolls. Looks like X tried to punish the scroll place, but then get counter hit out of it after he jumped to the scroll.
Business card wire C.
Punished him. Gets opened up by the command throw again.
Yeah, it's gonna be able to set scrolls. Uses the counter. I'm not sure if he was trying to bait super there. Get the counter hit that. Yeah, that's dead. There is so much hit stun on Answer's dashes if they're counter hits. They just have a huge amount of hit stun that'll pretty much you could just like land and just like hit him.
Yeah, they definitely have a lot of just stun in general. I mean, honestly, you have to block for a while too. After it seems like it has quite a lot of block stun too. In addition, it's stun. The scrolls are really nice, and they really offer Answer a unique style of pressure I think other characters don't have.
Yeah.
So he ends up +1 being on that Resho again. Choose to go for 5p if that 4-frame button. X got caught mashing again. Unfortunately, ShinSin didn't really convert it into a whole lot of pressure.
Oh, that 2H counter hit is huge. Drops the combo, but still so much damage, even with a drop. Has level 2 right now after another drop, but that's okay. Get the teleport wire seed grab, that was really good.
ShinSin got opened up by that misfiner off of the SSH, but
hey, good
Johnny wasn't able
conversion
to
there.
convert. Yeah, but he ends up taking it there. Alright, so X is up around here. Can he turn this tide around? ShinSin is up 3 games to none right now.
Yeah, dashing around, gets the counter hit again.
Dashing around the speed of sound, man. You can't tell what the heck. You can't tell where Answer's going.
Xavier's sitting on a level here. Getting hit by the... Wow, gets
Nice
thrown
throw.
out of that after, yeah.
Yeah, it was smart.
Hex the clone into the grab.
X has been teching, like, a bit high in general. And I think he's been willing to show nice, goes for the instant overhead, gets the conversion too.
Yeah, gets full
That
combo.
misfiner level 3 instant overhead is so dirty.
Air dash, wire C, Zwei wire C. I don't know what ShinSin was doing on wake up.
I didn't see what he was doing. It didn't look like it was the counter, so.
Yeah, he didn't get counter hit or anything either, so I'm not sure if he wanted blitz, and he just didn't get it and just got hit by that, so. 3-1 here, ShinSin with the lead.
So I really want to see X just go for... is there a reason that he's choosing not to go for a round start coin, I wonder? Because he hasn't actually started around that way.
I saw him do it once, and
there we go. Alright, that's what I'm talking about, yeah. I don't think Answer probably doesn't have a very good...
He actually does.
Does he?
He has a really good answer to it, because I remember our local answer was... I mean, not local answer, our local LFL was playing answer for a little bit. And found this, like, round start option that I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was something...
I don't know.
It's not 2D, it's like something with micro walking, or like, you do like... Oh wow,
he ended up getting stunned. That was so fast, too.
Yeah, that round...
He ate a lot of counter hits there, I think, so really accelerated that stuff part.
Round, but that stun happened at the end there, so it actually took a while for the stun, but yeah, I know Answer has some sort of round start actually against Coin where he gets a punish too, but he has to like either walk and then dash.
But I mean, but the option against it inherently carries a lot of other risks. So yeah, I would still say I still think starting round coin might be a really good idea for X. At least until ShinSin shows that he knows how to punish it.
Yeah. Oh, throws him out.
Pretty good throw. It looked like ShinSin just dash ulti for him and tried to reset pressure.
That's why wire C, that is going to be death, yeah. There wasn't really any point he could burst there at the end of it, since it was just going to be coin min.
These are really good adjustments, I think, from X here. So I think he's a little bit more ready for these scramble situations where ShinSin is on the scrolls and he manages to do these like mid-hitting dashes like through him and around him. And it looked like before for those first 3 games, you know, he didn't know which way, like he didn't really seem like he had like a good beat on what was happening, right? So I think now he might be kind of like warming up to the options off of scrolls that ShinSin's going for, which is allowing him to get these tags, and he's finally he's now converting too, which is a big change from how he was playing before.
Yeah. So ShinSin with a pretty good lead right now. Backdashes through the business card there. Gonna get the super jump. Yep. Super jump. And he's not getting the knockdown though.
Yeah. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, he's gonna end that 2D and get the knockdown, but he's been... He
still has a big lead here, but Johnny can turn it right around. Look at that.
Yeah, that was a counter hit, and
that is a very unfortunate burst.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that's gonna be a round right there.
Yeah, that should be it. Yep.
50 meter. Yep.
Okay, he's got it this time. Ends up taking off that jump K after the RC from Zweywire or Zweywire RC.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was counter hit bar slash and counter hit 6H, but I was just like, oh, that's looking really bad.
That is not a trade you want to make, but he drops the combo. He has level 2 misfiner again. Or is he at level 3 now?
He's a level 2.
Okay. Gets a hit, manages to convert. Oh, but drops it again.
Ooh, good 6P from ShinSin there. I was gonna say something about ShinSin's been doing well is actually kind of contesting Johnny's normals with normals like Answer 5H, which moves him forward a little bit and like slightly. It doesn't like low profile, but it like makes him slightly smaller hurt box on him. So he's been using that quite a bit. And wow, I don't even know what hit ShinSin.
That is a quick even up. We now are 3-3 in this first 7.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'm not sure if
turn around from X.
Yeah, I'm not sure what hit ShinSin there. If it was Waywire C, because I thought that like whiffed already, and then
I couldn't tell if it was this Waywire C or if Johnny stuck out another button. I don't quite remember.
Yeah,
he really wanted to contest it. I think that he should have just stayed a little patient. Played a little more defensively there, he would have been alright.
Yeah.
But then again, Zweywire C puts you in a bad spot anyway, so maybe he just really wanted to escape. Either way, I don't completely disagree with his position, but I do think he could have played a little more safe there, instead of going for that jump S to meet Johnny.
Yeah.
So we're right back into it though.
Oh, gets the teleport off, but gets the counter hit 2P, and now is going to be able to get the 2 jump.
X wasn't quite ready to react to that teleport.
Yeah. Setting up the car, scroll. Does not get a knockdown though off that.
Yeah,
gonna get another super jump. Not get the combo though. Luckily Johnny is one of the characters, so there's about, I think it's a third of the cast that super jump ID combos do not work on. And then Johnny like has one of the tallest hurt boxes in the game, so of course it works on him.
Fortunate showcase of Answer's talents at their best, being able to hit that combo.
Yeah, that's a really integral part of his combos, since he gets a huge amount of corner carry from it.
Yeah, huge corner carry, great damage, knockdown. Can't really ask for much else.
Yeah. Oh, hard wire key.
Lets the burst happen. I think that's fine though. Now that the burst is gone, he can just go in. He doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Maybe you're getting some pressure now though. So back to neutral. Get the 6H, and that is going to be huge.
Misfiner hit.
I think he was trying to either base up first. Spends the meter.
Spends the meter to convert, gets the knockdown. He's going to go for the unblockable here.
Oh,
that was very smart from ShinSin.
Gets the counter hit, JH there. Gets the air throw now. Oh no! Wait. Okay, this is good. This is good.
Okay, if he can get this combo.
Oh! -1. Still swing. Oh,
it's chipped out by the misfiner. That was so unfortunate.
Yeah, he was making a really good run back after having to deal with Johnny unblockable there. That was almost a really good run back there, but unable to get it. But
okay, so he gets the conversion to the super jump IAD combo.
Yeah.
Knockdown.
Gets the knockdown. Gets the regular throw.
Go for throw. What's the setup? He's just gonna go for the safe option so he can keep those plus frames, stay safe.
Yeah. Oh no! Command grab whip. He must have still been in hit stun.
We're at level 2 here.
Hit stunner blocks on there. Level 2.
Fortunately, he's missing some of these air throw attempts, but luckily they're not ending. Like they're still ending in his favor. He's been getting counter hits with that JH.
Wait, why are you air dash? Wow.
Yeah, it's JS, I think, right?
Wait, who's JS? Sorry.
Answer. When he's been going up to air throw, he's been getting counter hits. I think he's trying to air throw him. JH is the 3-hitting move, right? The one where he like sticks out the shuriken. Okay, then it's JS. Yeah, his JS. Yeah, so he's been counter hitting with that JS. So I think he's been option selecting JS with throw. He's trying to meet Johnny in the air. and even though Johnny has some pretty good air buttons, luckily he's been getting counter hits, meeting him in the air like that, even though he's going for air throw. So it's good to see that that choice and option select normal is really working out for him.
Yeah, JS is, I don't know why I confused that with JH for a second. That was my bad, but yeah, JS from Answer is definitely really good.
JH is the big swing? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, JH is the 3.
JS, okay, so I have it backwards. Okay,
yeah.
Sorry guys. Yeah, okay,
no,
so yeah,
right.
he's lucky he's getting that hit. Answer's knocked down here.
Yeah, Xavier with a good lead, still has a huge amount of meter and is going to be able to convert off that 6K now. Doesn't do the level 2 misfighter there. That could have closed out the round, but gets it now, so it's all good there.
So I think that I feel like ShinSin is playing a little bit frantically. I really like seeing what he was doing in the first couple of matches where he mainly focused on, like he was actually really creating space very effectively against X. I feel like with the way that X is choosing to play his aggression, ShinSin can mostly just focus on kind of hanging back, sort of letting X like dash forward into his buttons. It's unfortunate that he's having these drops though.
Yeah, also that 6K has been hitting so many times against ShinSin. It's been really good. Oh, doesn't get the 2H misfighter there. Ooh, that was almost really bad, but he dashes into the burst.
Luckily that burst works out very well for ShinSin. Resets into the command throw. He baited out.
What happened here? YRC, yeah. Okay.
He couldn't, yeah. It was a good YRC though.
Yeah, I didn't know if he had already like started putting
I thought he might have dashed into it, so it was good that he blocked it. It was a really nice round ender from ShinSin, picking up that kill.
Xavier, ooh, getting
good air throw from X. Really trying to cover that space now. I think before there were a couple of times where X had the opportunity to go for air throws, but he just wasn't really ready for the situation. So that was a nice pickup. ShinSin's gonna get the conversion, but doesn't get the knockdown. Just misses the last hit. Whoa, he ended up crashing out of that sway YRC. That was incredible. This way YRC flew just over his head. Good pickup from X, but ShinSin bursts.
Oh, Tech JS.
Oh,
get the counter! It's gonna be able to kill off that?
Should be it. Can you get it? Yes, it does.
That was a little bit nerve-wracking just because he has been dropping the super jump IDs a little bit.
So now we are 4-4.
I believe so. Also, I was gonna say with the JS thing, I think I got a little bit confused. So JS is a 3-hitting one. JH is just the horizontal
JH is the big swing. Yeah, JH is horizontal swing. So he hasn't been option selecting. Sorry, that's what I was wrong about.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused too because I was like, wait,
they mentioned it. They mentioned it in the chat. Is it 5-3? Okay, sorry. So ShinSin won the earlier match. Sorry. Yeah, my bad, guys. 5-3.
5-3. Okay. Oh, 63 to 6K. That was good. ShinSin is gonna get the command and grab off now off that pressure.
I feel like X needs to start maybe trying to fuzzy jump in some of these pressure situations. So there, that was like a good jump out, but I feel like a lot more of his pressure he can jump out of, and definitely he needs to do something to defend against his command throws, because ShinSin has been able to reset him with the he's gonna drop, like, honestly, like, almost every time he's gone for it, I think he's been successful.
Oh, wow. He gets counter, and then takes counter hit from that whiff there.
But even X drops the combo, and then ShinSin manages to escape again.
Play YRC and neutral gets ShinSin there. That's going to be Xavier's round.
Yeah, YRC neutral. Pretty good, pretty good.
Definitely a little bit more than too good.
Just a little more than pretty good. It's very good. Incredibly strong against pretty much everybody, I think.
Yeah,
really. Is there anybody who gets disrespected? Well, not Answer, that's for sure. Good pickup from X though. Wait, the combo? No, let's get the knockdown, but...
Get the knockdown from the...
It's knockdown anyway. Yeah.
Ooh, tech throw.
What an interesting air tech situation. It was good that I guess they were looking for air throw. I think that was a good decision from... It was a really good decision, I think, to go for the mash situation there from ShinSin, but when he went for that air dash to reset and just flew over, I think this is one of the adjustments that X is really starting to make now, is like dealing with the way that ShinSin is moving in the air. Like, he was ready as soon as ShinSin air dash. He was like, nah, you're going back to the ground. I'm gonna pick you up, throw you to the ground. Like, he was ready on the air throw. I think that's exactly the sort of reactions that X needs to be making. So now we're 5-4.
One thing I've noticed that Xavier's been hitting ShinSin a lot with, which is really good because it's one of Johnny's best starters, is 6H, like hitting his jump out attempt.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah, that's been really good. Wow, gets the full combo there. Gets the 2K starter. Into treasure hunt. Gonna be pretty good for Answer. I mean, not Answer, for Xavier here.
Oh, and we got
Answer now.
Yeah. He's getting these fat hits, like really powerful counter hits, leading to a lot of stun. It's the second time we've seen stun in this set. Ends up getting opened up by the throw after a dash. That's actually a really difficult situation to deal with, even if you're choosing to go for a fuzzy jump. Ends up getting stunned again. Oh, goes for an OTG burst. Doesn't work out, but it's not going to be so bad at least.
He tries to wait a little bit after the combo, but he techs out.
It's going to be hard for ShinSin to turn this game around. Okay.
Yeah.
So Johnny's at level 2. ShinSin has like no health.
But it's okay. He gets the knockdown into the command
drop. Okay, here we go. He can get this started.
Oh!
Okay, good. He jumps out of the command through that time, right?
No, I don't know what he was going for, but he attached himself to the scroll. Oh no!
Oh no, that was so unfortunate.
Yeah, I think that was supposed to be a super jump IED combo there. But I was gonna say, the nice thing about Answer is he can get like 2/3 like mid-screen to the corner just by doing like a dash up command grab, which is something that happened there, which is really good in that situation where like you need to come back like that, because if
it's so interesting that it maintains his momentum like that.
Yeah, it definitely is really good for him because it allows like easier comeback situations, I guess I should say, since like
if you can get the reset, it puts you in a good position. Especially specifically a good position relative to your opponent. So, man, we are just evening this. This match is so tight. We only have up to 3 more games.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more. 5. Shoot,
No, we're first to 7. It's 5-5 right now.
5-5. So
yeah, we can
play 3 more possible. I don't have. It's hard apparently.
Let's see.
That trade there. It's going to be
ShinSin. He's being a little too aggressive. I think he needs a little chill out a bit in neutral, because he's sort of letting these situations devolve by getting so close to Johnny so quickly.
Yeah, it's gonna be able to get the command grab again, and that's gonna be the corner.
It's gonna be a frame trap into the command throw setup.
Oh!
Gonna work?
No! Onto the other scroll though!
Actually got onto the scroll, but ShinSin wasn't really ready for the situation. Ended up landing, get thrown for his troubles.
Yeah, he did counter after landing, and I think he was still recovering there.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see.
Air throw. Gets level 2, that's gonna be a pretty good start for Xavier here. Round it.
He wasn't ready for the misfiner float. Ends up trying to anti-air with a 5P, and then it's caught as Johnny lands.
Gets to level 2 from that far, is going to be able to treasure hunt.
Hit. Gets the combo off a treasure hunt this time. Oh no, he drops it. ShinSin turned this match around.
Oh, falls onto the 5K.
Yeah, X is taking just huge leads now in these games. Like, it's just like, ShinSin takes a few matches, but then I just feel like X is just like, he just sort of knows, maybe, what strategy ShinSin's trying to employ. Like, or I think he's really like he's ready for ShinSin's like holes in his plan, where he ends up making aggressive decisions that he doesn't necessarily have the pressure for. They're not as real as ShinSin would like to. I think that X is really exploiting. He's exploiting some of Shinsen's wonton aggression.
Oh, gets the command grab off. That's
Nice. Now we're 6-5. We're right back into this next match. ShinSin takes an early lead here in the first game, so this is good. This is I think this is sort of the momentum shift that ShinSin needs, but
ends up getting
in the
thrown.
corner. But X drops the combo. X uses his burst.
With 2H, and that's gonna lead to a punish.
It was really good at Bare, but it was an unfortunate conversion.
Level 2 and a treasure hunt.
It's open a bad situation afterwards, yeah.
Get the wing. XYRC is gonna be able to
XYRC gets a
RC.
conversion with that RC with the Resho. Nice. Alright, ShinSin's back on the board after losing those 2 games. His previous 2 games. Well, 3 I should say. So see if he can clinch this one out. I'd like to see this go to the last game.
Yeah, coins the 6P there, and that's gonna lead to level 2 now, dealing with the corner. Huge damage for Xavier, and it's gonna be able to, yep, level 3.
Whoa, that was wild. Goes for there's like an in-place teleport? He didn't go anywhere.
It goes to the business cards if he has them out. Perfect on that, but if he doesn't have a business card out, it'll just teleport him in place, and I guess it just went through the
I wonder if he intended to do that. That looked very strange.
yeah.
He ends up losing that round though. So ShinSin
Oh, block the bird.
hit.
Oh, 6H counter hit.
Gets H counter hit. The sick launch, but X uses his burst. ShinSin not ready for it. That's fine though. Now he doesn't have to worry about the burst here.
Yeah.
No, I think he's at the he's ready to punish it this time.
Yeah, he got on the other scroll, so that'll when he
drops
touches
his super jump S. Oh no, he probably gets punished for that drop. Now X is in a much better position than he was previously.
yeah. He doesn't have as
Good
much
jump out.
Hey,
Nice. He covers that space on the backside with the falling
JH.
JH? Yeah, it was JH. Very good stuff for ShinSin. I think there he kind of was able to get some really key hits and managed to overpower X in that third game.
So we are on the last game here? 6-6 or
Dude, everyone who goes to a tournament and sits down at a commentator's desk is a shill for Red Bull now. I'm a shill for Red Bull. Did you guys? Did you see me commentate TFC? I had my knees on the screen, but I also had Red Bull.
I do not like energy drinks, so unless Red Bull is directly like giving me money, I will not chill for them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna shill unless the tournament's sponsored.
Actually, I lied. I will chill for them. When I do drink an energy drink, if I have to, because I'm actually dying, I'll drink Red Bull because I actually don't think Red Bull is like terrible. I think it's bad, but I don't think it's terrible.
It's not so bad.
I just don't like.
We're into the final game, dude. The set has been so tight.
Gets the charger cut off. That's gonna pop him up in the air. Doesn't get the combo after, but
Combo again. Ends up converting though off of the that pickup into super. Managed to get the kill. Alright, so yeah, this is match point for X right now. Well, set point, I should say.
yeah. Oh, gets the coin again on that 6P. That's been happening quite a bit. Where it's not like he's punishing, like punishing it, but he's delaying his movement a little bit, and then ShinSin does dash 6P, and rather than do anything to go in, he just throws coin at the same time and gets stuff like that to happen.
Yeah, so I really think that right now ShinSin is just trying to, he's just constantly trying to move forward.
That might be round if he can do something first. Ooh, that sucks.
Panic
He
burst.
burst out of the sun and got burst. That.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Well, good stuff from X though. I think he made some really, like, I think X really made some awesome adjustments, and I don't know if ShinSin was quite ready to sort of adjust back to the way that X was playing, which was it. I really honestly do feel like that ShinSin maybe started playing just a little too aggressively to the point where X was realizing, like I was saying, it's like, you know, X saw the holes, and he was really ready to punish them, especially in those last 5-6 games, you know?
Yeah.
I just feel like some of the decisions ShinSin was making moving forward really kind of put him in a bad spot. Either way, that was really good play from both players, I think. So it's good to... I thought that was a pretty awesome set. What are your thoughts?
That was definitely a good set. It did go the full set of 7.
Full? Yeah, the full 13
set,
games, guys.
Yeah. I definitely... So there was some stuff that X definitely adjusted to. Since the first 2 games were pretty... They looked way better, like, later in the set. Like, the first 2 games, they looked like they were still kind of adjusting to stuff. And ShinSin looked a little bit more clean, but then it just went back and forth continuously throughout.
Yeah, the back and forth was definitely very real.
Yeah, luckily it wasn't just like...
But there were some specific decisions that ShinSin was making with the way that he was moving in the first couple of games that he wasn't really employing in the last couple. Where I think when the set started, he was playing, I think, a little more relaxed, maybe a little more defensive, and he was using, you know, like his backdash and backwards movement to really like kind of like let X put himself in like a not really like a good situation, and he would get like stuff like, you know, he would be falling backwards and get off of like a air dash back. X is trying to dash in, and he would get, you know, tagged by JH, or X would just be trying to go in with 6K or dash forward and do, you know, like the low level 1 misfiner, or just do like a far slash or something like that. But ShinSin was able to backdash through it, or try to make some space or something like that. Like he would backwalk a bit or backdash, and then, you know, hit him in return with a far slash. And a lot of these were resulting in counter hits, and ShinSin was converting, you know. And I just don't think that sort of awareness was really on his mind at the end. I think he was getting pretty aggressive. So
yeah. The one thing I noticed, and I think this was an adjustment specifically an adjustment to 6K losing to 6P. Like ShinSin would hit an Avare 6P in situations where he's like dashing forward or like moving forward, he's gonna 6K from this range. I saw X do something specific about that, which was a good adjustment on him, which was the coin thing I was talking about earlier. Like he would walk in that range and just do coin, and 6P would just whiff entirely and just get punished by coin, which allowed level 2 on that, so that was really good from X.
He was really getting a lot of level 2 misfiner hits. He was kind of shaky on the conversions, but that could have just been due to the connection. I don't know how good their connection was, so, you know.
Yeah.
It can be kind of hard to tell when you have an online match set up like this.
Yeah, also I'm not sure, like, it's really weird. Like, this is just something outside of the game, but there was something kind of weird that happened, where it's like, sorry if I wasn't, like, commentating too much on, like, the beginning of round starts. It's because, like, for some reason, it would, like, load normally, and then, like, cut to the match, and,
You think their connection's too good?
No, it wasn't that, but, like...
No.
Oh, their connection was too good for Michaela, we were behind. Okay, so that's what it was, and like, the whole entire round start just accelerated, and I'm like, whoa. Hey, wait a minute. So, yeah, so the round start I did want to talk about, like, a little bit, but the problem was is that I'm like, I really couldn't... Like, a lot of the times I noticed they were just playing passive when I did notice, but sometimes it was just like, oh, that's kind of a blur, and we're like 5 seconds in the match already. Whoops. Because it was a little bit behind, so it had to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, it can be hard, I think, in general, too, to make callouts right when the round starts in general, though. Round starts are not usually particularly, like, unless somebody is doing something very specific, you know, it can be very hard to make mention of what's exactly happening around start.
Yeah. Usually, like, you see there are people kind of play, like, aggressive or passive at round
So here
start.
we go. This is gonna be good. I'm excited for this one too.
Oh, are they starting now? I thought we were still waiting a second.
I think we're gonna be waiting a second, but here you guys go. We're gonna be heading into our second first to 7 of the night soon. We have our second and final, right? So we're gonna have Mystic versus B.Z.B. Mystic is a Florida player, right?
Yeah, South Florida, so Miami, he plays people like the ARM, not the ARM anymore, ARM is in Chicago now, but people like Hotashi, Ryan Hunter,
and then Kutoshi's down there too, right?
He is
he Orlando?
He's Orlando, yeah.
Yeah.
That's either Central or Northern Florida. I think it's Central, which is about like 3 hours away, so...
Yeah, of course. And B.Z.B from my town, Raleigh,
North Carolina?
North Carolina player. Yeah.
So, that's yeah, so he plays since you're probably from the same town, you probably play each other, just maybe.
Yeah, we play each other a lot. He beats me up. It's a rough matchup, but you know,
Yeah.
I don't like complaining about the matchup because I know it's deep down it's me. But he's a very strong Chipp player. I think these are both very strong players.
Yeah, I think Mystic...
Very representative of high skill for their characters.
Yeah, for sure. I think, I remember Mystic winning something in, like... It was some Florida tournament that I don't think was in a... Like, I remember him winning, like, some Florida tournaments with May previously that were just in Florida. And I remember him winning one with Baiken recently that did have Hotashi and Ryan Hunter there. And didn't B.Z.B also win something local in North Carolina recently, or am I just imagining that?
He didn't win, but he's come really close. So Kami's been winning everything in the state.
Kami, okay.
But B.Z.B is very hot on his trail. Every single time they play, it's closer and closer.
Yeah, we're starting this first match between Mystic and B.Z.B. Will they let the intros load, though? The answer to that is yes. That's a real Brown Star call. Do they let the intros rock for the first game of the first seven?
B.Z.B did win the back. He won backyard last year, though. It wasn't. He didn't win this year's backyard. Yeah, so we have the start here. Whoa, I don't think I've ever seen that intro actually.
Yeah, it's really good. It's Baiken's intro in particular is just like insanely well animated. Alright, so game 1, let's see the round start from here. Okay, good, it started out normal. 2S from B.Z.B there, really good button from Chipp.
Oh yeah. That counter hit.
I was like, oh, that's -2, will you get hit by the follow-up after for the counter?
Oh yeah, that thing is fast.
Counter hit 6-8 in the air, why is he 6
This is the first conversion, but ends up getting a stun.
Yeah, is he going to be able to match out?
Mystic.
Not.
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So, Izami with the S follow-up against Chipp is absolutely terrifying for Chipp.
That ID, it was like jump back, Tommy was counter it. That was really big for Mystic there.
Good pick up from, he's going for the leaf throw. Mystic manages to jump out though, and he loses the corner now.
Yeah, just playing neutral a little bit. Uses fast shuriken there. Slow shuriken. Just armors through it. 2D.
Yeah, B.Z.B has a really strong pension for the shuriken. He didn't block there, so I'm gonna guess he tried to go for an Izami. Well, maybe not, because he didn't get countered either. Yeah, and he just, probably just didn't block the correct way.
Lolberg gets 2H out of the ID from Tommy, and that's gonna be the kill for B.Z.B.
Good pickup from B.Z.B there. Quick turnaround. Let's see what the trend is gonna be.
Oh, wow, gets up to Tommy, but no follow-up after. Gets a follow-up there, but not
able to convert. Yeah, he unfortunately the hit was too high against Chipp for him to be able to convert off an IAD.
Yeah, both kind of just playing neutral a little bit now. Goes for J2K. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a faultless break. Oh,
no, he meant to go for J2K.
Okay.
He does. He does. I'm pretty sure he lets the full animation play out so he can land faster.
Oh, okay. Oh, gets that hit. That was huge.
I don't know if that's actually the case, but he usually just lets it play out.
Oh wow, counter hit bar slash into 2H. Mystic's gonna take the first game here. One thing that I noticed from Mystic, already is he's actually has not got hit by a single command grab, and I think there was like 3 used.
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks like he's just generally ready to jump out of B.Z.B, sort of like letting the pressure open up. Like whenever there's a gap, he's pretty much been ready to jump out, whether or not B.Z.B is choosing to go for throw. So I'm not sure if it's because he's reacting to the throw, or if it's simply because he's already ready to leave pressure anyway.
Yeah, or he's just fuzzy.
Or he's fuzzy jumping.
Honestly,
the most I would not be surprised if he was just fuzzy jumping.
Gets the cross up JD. Yeah, there's another jump out. Wow!
I think back of that JH got counter hit.
Yeah, that was a trade too, and just techs out and gets the combo there, but B.Z.B's gonna take corner here. Get the throw.
Could have OTG'd, I think, for the kill there. He didn't need to go for a
mix-up.
Off of the knockdown.
Yeah, so round start teleport actually gets that IID back. Zombie threw a lot of that, but
he wasn't able to zombie through the rest of it and ends up getting hit by the low.
Yeah. Chipp has quarter here, gets cross up. No combo though.
Not ready to block that cross up.
Gets a run.
Ends up getting opened up by the run into throw, but unfortunately for Mystic, he wasn't close enough to the corner to get a conversion. Ends up getting opened up by the leaf there that time.
Kunai, and yeah, that's gonna be game there. So 1-1. B.Z.B taking the second game. Kunai is.
Yeah, good use of the Kunai Oki. That is, you can't see. It's a guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no. You can't say. You say you can react. You can't. Nobody do that. It's way too hard.
So 1-1. So far the round starts have been pretty. Oh, gets the teleport into Jade there. So far their round starts have been pretty passive.
I think they're pretty. There's nothing to write home about. I mean, like going for simple stuff like far slashes or Chipp's 2S, like a round start option. That's fine. I'm glad to see that Mystic hasn't gone for just round start Azami. I think it carries a lot of inherent risk that
I think that
need to take. I would only ever do it if like somebody consistently showed me they were gonna do a button at every round start. So I'm glad to see that B.Z.B is mixing up his round start and not sort of letting Mystic get the mindset that he can just take the risk against him.
Gets the burst of whip there. I'm not sure if that was inherent bait or he was just doing a burst save.
Did he burst like jump dust? Was it part of the IID?
It was he did 2D jump cancel back, and I'm not sure what he hit. I'm not sure if it was just
that might be I think that might just be a burst save part of the combo. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure either, but
yeah.
B.Z.B gonna make his way out of the corner. Mystic with quite a bit of meter here. Gets the counter hit.
Really bad.
Yeah, doesn't get the follow-up after
really get the full conversion after he drops that meter. That's really unfortunate for him. That might have sealed that game if he had gotten that knockdown into the corner.
Yeah. Gonna get open up. So
the thing here is that even though B.Z.B takes this round off of that counter hit DP, he's not gonna get his burst back, most likely. He's gonna, for the most part, Baiken's hits do too much damage that he won't be able to recover it by the time this round is closing.
Yeah, unless like the round just takes forever. Then...
Yeah, exactly. But that, I mean, it might, but here you can kind of already see that he's losing a lot of his health just off random tags.
Yeah, it's gonna get thrown. Might, oh no, drop the combo.
Drop the combo.
He might build enough meter to do,
He goes for the air throw, but he air throw himself. It's really unfortunate that B.Z.B messed up that kunai setup. Ends up getting hit by the Tommy at the end and then gets picked up. So 2-1, good stuff from Mystic. That was a really tight round. Him taking that burst, like having that burst miss in the first round is like honestly like one of I think the biggest nightmare scenarios for B.Z.B in these matches, because it pretty much guarantees that he won't get a burst back, like at all within the next couple of, you know, definitely not in the next round. So he needs to try to avoid situations like that from happening.
I've noticed what Mystic has been doing a lot. Good burst there. Able to get the hit out, and now has the corner and throw. But what I've noticed Mystic's been doing a lot in neutral has he's been just like hitting JS and kind of moving around with JS. And B.Z.B doesn't seem to have an approach to that right now.
Yeah, he's not sure how to deal with it. I think that what he needs to probably do is sort of hang back, let Mystic just sort of do whatever he wants to off in his own land, and just sort of wait for Mystic to kind of make a mistake, basically. Because the way that Mystic is playing is he's just sort of letting B.Z.B run into his fist.
Oh,
so you can throw a zombie there, but
he tries to get orange leaf grab to hit. Gets another
throw. Up by his throw again. So Mystic was jumping out of his pressure. I think that he needs to probably start. He does actually need to go for more fuzzy jumps here. I think B.Z.B has been throwing him more consistently now.
It's been with regular.
Not a good sign. Yeah, it's not just even. But he's also been getting hit by leaf throw as well.
Yeah. Gets the JD counter hit, but nothing off of it. 6K flat 6K.
I really like him going for 6K there. I find it interesting that Mystic just called it out there with the zombie, but he didn't do a follow-up. When he does 6K like that, it really kind of covers that option where, you know, Mystic's just mashing like low zombie or something like that, so he really just wants to avoid getting, you know, hit by an zombie follow-up out of just him trying to do a meaty. So it's good that B.Z.B's mixing those in. Definitely up by the zombie run again.
Yeah, command dash throw.
The command dash and the throw, yeah.
Oh wow, I thought that was gonna convert for a second since he took so long, but plenty of hits done on that to Tommy YRC.
So he chooses to go for like a jump shuriken there. I like the idea, but I'm not sure if he needed him exactly that way. I mean, it was pretty close.
Catch the smash buttons too. B.Z.B does have
so
burst
much
sitting
damage.
on a...
he doesn't really have many options to spin this burst on.
Yeah, and that throw's gonna hit.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Really clean round from Mystic there.
Takes 7 golden letters, man. That's perfect. That's 3. Is it 3-1? 2-1. Yeah, the first set is already finished. Everybody's spamming 7 golden letters.
A zombie around start against that 2F.
Yeah, that's where he's gonna start. Mystic's gonna start mixing stuff in like that. I think for him, taking that risk isn't like he's totally fine with taking risks like that when he knows that if he gets the hit, like the reward is huge against Chipp.
Yeah, I just saw the most offensive thing happen. Chipp 6P'ing through Baiken JH. I'm like, alright, Chipp. Okay. Okay, Chipp.
Chipp 6P is pretty strong. Very good 6P.
Yeah, one of the
best frame traps there, but it doesn't really get anything off of it. No, hits him out of the command dash. Ooh.
Hits him out of the Sakura.
Follow-up.
Yeah, Sakura. Or it's
it was for an air throw, but ends up falling out. I like the decision to just burst right there, because it prevents... It's still like early enough that he'll gain a lot of burst back if he loses.
Yeah,
and
good counter hit.
Momentum back.
Ooh, TKO Dustin catches him out of something there.
I think he might have... He was either jumping or backdashing, because he got hit out of the air.
Yo, 2 leaf grabs in a row. 3. Side swap JD. Oh, far slash counter hits in a 2.
He wasn't able to get the air throw. He had to block that JH. Kind of ended up in a weird situation when he landed on the ground. I think he didn't realize how minus he was. Getting knocked down here. He's hit by this Tommy. It's the mixed up. Isn't blocking the correct way on that Tommy.
Open up by 6K. Oh wow,
For a 6H frame trap, but or it will throw maybe. I'm not sure if it was a frame trap. Mystic managed to jump out, so that was good stuff for Mystic. It was probably just a throw him. Doesn't 6P that air dash, ends up getting hit, loses. I'm really surprised that he didn't 6P that air dash. Usually, B.Z.B is very on point with his anti-airs against aggressive air dashes like that are just trying to get in. Good stuff for Mystic though. Very solid. Very solid rounds.
I believe it's 4-1 now?
Yes, I think so. Yes, B.Z.B I think needs to... I think he needs to just sort of like evaluate the way that he's playing neutral. I think this might be a situation again where he's being maybe a little too aggressive and sort of letting Mystic run his game by running in the way that he is. Because I think that he...
Counter hit.
Bad counter hit.
Yeah, the follow-up after chain there is huge, and that would have helped a lot if he didn't burst. Oh, get hit with
picked up by that JS again.
Cross up to Tommy
Cross up to Tommy. Yeah.
Gets the knockdown. TK. Whoa. Okay, that was wild.
He went for blitz. If he had held it, it might have worked. I think actually what ended up happening there is it looked like Baiken Mystic messed up the meaty timing, I think, on the TK response, so it whiffed.
And then he wire seed.
Yeah, and then he or maybe he just wire seeded it. I couldn't tell.
No, I think it was definitely out by that time. I think he just whipped it and then wire seeded rest of it there.
Well, I think he meant for it to hit and then RC it, but he just didn't have the meaty timing.
Yeah, so it worked out well for him. He looked there.
Yeah.
Hey, he gets to throw.
Throw.
Attempts to throw again at least, after probably that one touch the stage was.
Again. Nice backdash.
Good mash there.
Yeah, that was a really good mash. So taking the air throw, gets the Gamma Blade OTG for the kill. Stuff from B.Z.B, remembering to take that OTG kill this time.
Does the follow-up to chain.
Nice, he escapes the corner there with that teleport. I think that's something that I want to see more from B.Z.B, where he's in these corner situations. It seems like he's having more of a penchant to like just mash, but I think he needs to just teleport out or jump away instead of going for buttons. Pretty much every time we've been seeing him in those corner situations is getting counter hit by something. So,
just to see,
both players have their burst here, but it's coming to the end of the
round,
sixth game here.
Yeah, Mystic's sitting on a little bit of a life lead, but
so you see, I'm okay with this. So see what B.Z.B here. He's just sort of like running away. So he's not trying to play super aggressive, but he's still getting tagged out of a backdash there. Might have been a little misplaced.
Tommy
blocks it to Tommy.
Gets the beta win on. Oh wow!
Tries to anti-air and gets hit by the falling Azami. That was very smart from Mystic. The way Mystic is covering his air movement is very, very impressive. As you tell, B.Z.B is really struggling with options to deal with Mystic while he's in the air. Wow, he uses that? Dude, Mystic loves doing Azami in the air. It's honestly sick as hell. If you can do it, I mean, you get very well rewarded. I think it's a really strong thing if you like to mix it into your game. You can really take people off guard. It's not too different from like Johnny, you know, doing like Mistfiner to slow his descent or something like that to mix people up trying to anti-air. It's better than that in my opinion.
Hi, sorry about that. Somebody came in my room.
Okay, good.
So, yeah.
So now Mystic is up 5-1. B.Z.B needs to figure out a strategy to turn this around.
That was
whipping that up chain, B.Z.B not ready to pick it up, mashes too late, and then Mystic counter hits him. Alright, good knockdown. What is he gonna choose to do? Tries to go for a frame trap, but ends up getting a zombie instead.
Danger time off, beta blade, and force slash. So,
Oh no, it doesn't get the pick up.
So now danger time's over. Mystic being on a good amount of meters here.
Yeah.
And able to get the JK hit there.
B.Z.B goes to choose to go for a bit of a strange place for the air dash after Mystic had jumped. His JH just sort of whiffing low, and Mystic was able to pick him up. Good, these are really good tick throws that B.Z.B is going for though. But unfortunately, he needs a little more than just the tick throws to, I think, actually finish Mystic off. Like, these matches are really close, but he's not really able to close out these rounds while Mystic's damage is just overwhelming.
Yeah, Mystic getting out that 5D there. Oh,
Yeah.
block the burst.
You're not ready to block that 5D. It's counter hit again. That one, I think it looked like he was going for teleport, but ended up getting counter hit at the startup.
So that is a 6-1 lead for Mystic now.
Yeah, the backdash catches are real.
Yeah, Mystic with a huge lead here. Will B.Z.B be able to run it back and adjust to it?
I'm not entirely sure what adjustments B needs to make here, but I think he needs to be a little more careful maybe in these corner situations. I think I would really just like to see him go for more jumps, maybe. Because I feel like he is really losing to Mystic's pressure, honestly. Like, he ends up getting in situations where he either gets counter hit by tatamis into big damage, or he gets thrown. I feel like even just like maybe going for like chicken block would be a better decision.
Cross up wire, yeah, tatami there.
Yeah, see, like B.Z.B has gotten hit by that like every single time. He hasn't really blocked a single cross up tatami. He's either been counter hit or he goes for his zombie raid again, gets the second hit.
Yeah, oh, JF is
down.
Set point for not B, Mystic here.
No, he's losing the Mystic neutral too, but he's still what's finishing him off, or like I think his decisions under pressure as well.
Yeah, able to get the burst from Mystic here after that 5D reset.
I mean, definitely the most stark thing is that Mystic goes. The options that Mystic is putting out in neutral, B.Z.B doesn't really seem to have an understanding of like what he needs to do to deal with them. So, I mean, he's getting into pressure situations more often than Mystic is, based on the way that neutral is going.
Holds the Azami and gets counter hit after.
Yeah, he went for the low Azami there, and ends up getting counter hit.
Right in front of him. Gonna be able to get some pressure off.
Alright, he gets conversion here. Nice.
Yeah. If he can get the knockdown, yep. I was like, if he can get the knockdown, it's gonna be OTG hit. The B.Z.B fighting back after that. 2S round start from him, and yeah, one thing I've noticed specifically just from Mystic, and he's still doing it, is just setting up this wall with JS, and it's like, okay, find a way to pass this, and B.Z.B has just been struggling to get past that. JD counter hit and gets the burst after that. Tommy Wire C, though, will lead to a really good situation for Mystic here.
Okay. B.Z.B ends up missing his, like, air backdash mix-up for the JD, and ends up getting knocked down for it. Manages to turn the situation around. Goes for a tick throw off of the, shuriken setup.
That's gonna be death here, yeah.
Nice. B.Z.B manages to take a game back. So now we're 6-2. So it was, really, good, I think, there for B.Z.B. I'm not sure why Mystic chose to go for the blitz when he didn't confirm like a wall stick situation. But it's very fortunate that B.Z.B chose to go for the low meaty there. Got a counter hit and managed to kill.
Yeah.
Alright, ends up mixing him up with the Same side, other side. JH mix up.
Really big counter hit. Gets the burst in combo there. But tech throw happens, so Mystic with a knockdown to Tommy.
Very, very bad for B.Z.B. not having that burst now. If he loses this round, he will not get a burst back for...
I think he'll get it back next round.
He'll probably get it back this round in the end. Yeah, he'll definitely get it back.
Gonna change. That's not fully unblockable, but it is air unblockable too. You have to FD it, so
Mystic is very on point with that tech trap. So B.Z.B needs to be aware of it, more careful.
Yeah. Oh, gets the counter at 2H and gets the great beat combo there. That's gonna be really big.
Oh, that's done. That should be it. Yep.
Yeah.
Mystic takes it 7-2 against B.Z.B.
Yeah, that last game, B.Z.B was able to start coming back a little bit. And looks like he was adjusting well, but then Mystic just that game was like no.
I'm not sure if he was really making too many adjustments. I think that probably there's really two ways that Mystic really shut down B.Z.B. which was that mostly his neutral movement and the way that he covered that movement, like specifically by, you know, jumping back, covering it himself with tatami. When he would air dash, he would always cover himself. Like he would use things like jump forward, and tatami, or air dash back and go for JS, and it would kind of like prevent. It really wouldn't give B.Z.B the opportunity to just sort of like dash in. You know, like he couldn't just like dash in like 6 p.m. as he fell or something like that in most situations. I think maybe what would have been better is if B.Z.B was choosing to spend more meter on something like the K teleport YRC so that he could sort of get under Mystic when he's going for these these sort of JS's or options to see if he could maybe get under him and go for like an air throw. Try to like, because the problem is that he couldn't move forward in the air, and he couldn't necessarily dash under him all the time. Because Mystic, the way that Mystic was mixing up his movement options, it's not good against Baiken.
Yeah.
ID back to Tommy is really strong, but I still think there should have been something he could have done with his movement to help get around it. The thing is that B.Z.B was relying a lot on Shuriken, but the thing is that it doesn't really it doesn't do a whole lot against tatami. Like you know, Mystic just sort of kind of has to put the tatami out there, and then all of a sudden, you know, B.Z.B doesn't really get a whole lot when he just spaces with, when he tries to just sort of like, because a lot of times when B.Z.B doesn't know what to do in a matchup, he'll kind of like air back dash and throw a shuriken, or he'll do like some, he'll mix in shuriken to sort of like try to cover the space, but this isn't very effective against Baiken. He didn't really know how to move forward. And then when Mystic was getting hits, he was converting very well, doing tons of damage, getting knocked down, and every single time that B.Z.B was in that corner situation, it was just like, you know, he got hit by a cross-up tatami like every game, pretty much. He would get frame trapped by either tatami or what is it, 6H? Is that the really, really big swing?
Yeah, it's a big swing where she slams to the ground.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, he would get hit by stuff like that. Honestly, while there were a few instances of Mystic just making really good reads with Azami into the stab follow-up for a counter hit, I feel like it was mostly just frame trap pressure, tatami opening B.Z.B up in pressure. So he was winning neutral, and then B.Z.B would get really flustered, seemingly while under pressure.
Yeah.
But that was still really. I think that was very impressive stuff from Mystic. It was good stuff from B.Z.B too. I think that he'll have some stuff to work on next time he approaches the matchup.
Yeah. So I think we also for next two sets, for announcements here. So the next two sets will be Hirsch against FFN Kyoku. So Hirsch playing Venom, Kyoku playing Faust. And then the second set will be Fu versus Catpion Diamendo. Those sets are happening on the 8th this month. The first set will start at 9:30. Yeah, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Commentary on both of those will be OK Sway and Peppery Splash. So yeah, those will be the next two Tension Pulse matches here. And that is next week. Actually, yeah, exactly next week. I was like, wait, is that exactly next week?
I'm excited. I'm really excited for to watch Fu and Diamendo. I think that's going to be a really exciting match. I definitely enjoyed. I really enjoyed tonight's series as well.
Yeah.
Both sets were quite fun to watch.
Yeah, it was really good to see both Baiken and Answer being played pretty well from the people who play them, just because they're both pretty underplayed.
Mystic, I don't know, man. Mystic's a beast. That guy is really good. His execution is really, really good too. I think that was one thing that really impressed me, especially when I played him offline. But that was really, really solid. 7-2. Better watch out for that Baiken, guys. Well,
so I think that is it from.
It's gonna be it for tonight. I'm Trippin' Hobbit. You can follow me at Trippin' Hobbit. I unfortunately I didn't have a webcam for you guys that I could get on like a separate stream or something so that I could show off my knees. Sorry guys, you won't be seeing these knees tonight.
Yeah, thank you for watching tonight.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.